Start the tractor, set the engine RPM at 1000 and both the levers, that is draft and position, should be at the bottom of the quadrant. Now place the draft lever to neutral position. Lift the draft control lever, that is DC lever, should be placed where there is no lift and no drop of the lower arms or lower links. As shown in the video, with the help of steel rod, actuate the sensing. Top link should be actuated with the help of external steel rod. As shown in the video, the top link is mounted on the third hole position. First hole is for the transportation of the implements. Here there is no sensitivity. Second hole is for hard soil and it gives heavy draft sensing on it. Third hole is for light draft sensing soil and it gives more sensing on it. Start the tractor, press down both hydraulic levers to make lower links down. Make a note for the lower links where it stops at the bottom side. Set the lower links as per your required depth by lifting the position lever in its quadrant and note the depth of the lower linkages in its position as being shown in the video. Please note, prior to lifting position lever, the draft lever has to be set in its position. Now bring back position lever half inch down in its quadrant. You can see now the position lever has been brought half inch down to its quadrant, which is being indicated. Now the tractor hydraulic system is in blending or mixed control system. Mark the point where the hydraulic system will not go beyond that mark after forcing the draft spring by external rod to act. This way you can show the blending at the showrooms. Start the tractor and make sure the high and low lever is in neutral position. Set engine RPM at 1800 to get 540 RPM from the PTO. Press clutch pedal fully and engage PTO lever in forward direction. This gives 540 PTO's RPM at 1800 engine RPM. Please note, engine RPM will vary depending on the models. For selecting multi-speed reverse PTO, press clutch pedal fully and shift the PTO lever towards rear side of the tractor. Press the clutch pedal and shift the gear lever to first gear. Now release the clutch pedal slowly and observe the PTO output speed. Procedure is same as the above. Now shift to second gear as shown in the video and observe the PTO speed. Procedure is same as above. Now shift to third gear as shown in the video and observe the PTO output speed. Now third gear PTO output speed is being checked. Procedure is same as above. Now shift to fourth gear as shown in the video and observe the PTO output speed. Procedure is same as above, but this time Shift the reverse gear as shown in the video and observe the PTO output speed. Start the tractor and keep the engine at idle speed. For using the single acting implements, make sure the spool valve knob, which is located below the spool at open condition, that is rotated through anti-clockwise direction. By operating the spool valve lever in backward direction, you will find some change in engine RPM. Consequently, relief valve will start making hissing noise. By operating spool valve lever in forward direction, neither you will listen to any sound nor there will be any drop in engine RPM. This indicates that pressure is directed to only one QRC outlet, which means it's single acting. For using the double acting implements, make sure the selecting knob below the spool valve should be in closed position, that is by rotating clockwise. By operating spool valve lever in backward as well as forward position, you will find droppage in engine RPM as well as relief valve making hissing noise. This indicates the double acting is activated. Implements which can be used in double acting positions are dozer, laser leveler, reversible plow, etc. Start the tractor and rotate the response knob fully anti-clockwise direction to its end as shown in the video. Now lift the hydraulic draft lever to its topmost position in the quadrant. Once when the hydraulic arms stops at the topmost position, bring down the hydraulic draft lever in its quadrant. Since this is in fast response mode, the time taken to bring the hydraulic arms down will be 19 seconds. Now rotate the response valve knob clockwise direction to its full length as shown in the video. Now lift the hydraulic draft lever to its topmost position in the quadrant. Once when the hydraulic arms lever stops at the top, bring down the hydraulic draft levers in its quadrant. Since this is in slow response mode, the time taken to bring the hydraulic arms will be 29 seconds. Start the tractor, lift the position lever to the top of the quadrant. Now the lower arms is in raised position. Lock the transport lock, rotating clockwise direction. Since the transport lock is activated, there will be no droppage in the lower arm. As we start releasing the transport lock by rotating the knob anti-clockwise direction, you can see steady droppage of lower arms. This indicates that when the transport lock is in locked position, even if the position lever is dropped down, there will be no droppage of lower arms. All 12+12 gearbox are having neutral safety switch in the shuttle lever. Prior to starting the tractor, please make sure that the shuttle lever is in neutral condition, else tractor will not be started. Second safety feature is in the clutch pedal. Unless and until the clutch pedal is not pressed, you will not be able to move shuttle lever forward or backward. Now see the linkages. Once when you press the clutch pedal, you can see the lock will be released, which will make you to move shuttle lever forward and backward. By pressing the clutch pedal, now you can see the linkage is released. Now you will be able to move shuttle lever forward and backward effortlessly. Assume one of the turbocharged tractor's air filter being choked while operation. Then the engine will start emitting black smoke from the silencer. Simultaneously, the dashboard light starts glowing as shown in the video. At that moment, you should stop and turn off the tractor and open the air filter element. Clean it by blowing the air inside out, or you can tap the air filter element for temporary cleaning and visit nearest workshop for low compressed air to clean the air filter element. If an air filter gets more choked and operator is unaware about the dashboard light indicator, then he can identify it by looking at the silencer emitting black smoke. Black smoke comes due to low air supply and insufficient diesel burning. Start the tractor. Before pulling up the PTO clutch, please make sure the PTO actuating lever is in neutral position. Now pull up the PTO clutch lever as shown in the video and pull up the PTO actuating lever which is beside the driver's seat to get 540 PTO RPM at 1940 engine RPM. Now slowly release the PTO clutch lever downwards. You can measure the RPM of the PTO output by using the tachometer. For getting ground speed PTO, pull up the clutch as shown in the video. And push down the PTO actuating lever to the next step, that is neutral. Now for getting ground speed PTO, push down the PTO actuating lever one more step and you will get ground speed PTO. In this position, if you drive forward in any gear, the PTO will run as per the wheel speed. And now if you drive backwards, the PTO will run reverse as per the wheel speed. Start the tractor and make sure the draft and position levers are in downwards position in its respective quadrants. Now measure the lower link as it is in its lowermost point. Lift the hydraulic arms by lifting the draft control lever in its topmost point in its quadrant. And mark again for your reference as being shown in the video. After marking, bring back the lower link to its lowest position. Now remove the pin on the both lower links and fix the same to the other hole provided in the lower links. Mark the lower link by taking some reference points while the lower link in its lowest position. Now lift the hydraulic lever in its full raised up position and take the measurement. Now you can compare the difference of measurement between first and the second hole. Now bring back the lower link to its lowest position, and once again you can find the difference of measurements.